Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on my scrapbook room again, and I'm making a lot of progress. So we've done the cleaning part of the scrapbook room, and now we're deep into the organizing of the scrapbook room. Now, if you've been watching from my channel for a while, when I did the collections and I put all the collections, Echo Park together and Simple Stories and all those collections together, I mentioned that in my wisdom 8 years ago, I went through all my collections and I took my sticker sheets out of the collections and all the alphas out of the collections. It's not working for me. So, because now when I pull a collection off my shelf, I have to go through that drawer that you just saw, try to find the sticker that goes with that, and then put it together. So I decided enough was enough. It's been long enough. And there was always other stuff I needed to do, right? It seems like I was always trying to get my room cleaned up. So now that my room is cleaned up, I can get into the nitty gritty of those things. So this took me, I'd say about 45 minutes, because I went through that one drawer, and my task today was not to organize that drawer. So whatever was in a sticker sheet, I just put it back into that drawer. I'll deal with that drawer another time. My task today, which I knew was going to take long enough, was to separate all the sticker sheets by manufacturers. And then I got to pull those collections, those nice collections that I organized a few weeks ago. I got to take them off the shelf, but at least I kind of had to do that first. I had to do the collections first, because then Echo Park was all together. Simple Stories is all together. So when I go to put these stickers back, I don't have to figure out where they are on this shelf because everything is together. Now, I bought a thermal printer, just a small one, and I think it was 50% off when I purchased it. It was $19.99. And I'm going to start labeling everything that I finish. So even like those collections, I'm going to put on top of the row, basic grays there, Bo Bunny, Echo Park, so that I know exactly in each row what there is. And then once I clean out a drawer and I know, okay, this drawer is like pens and, things like that, I'm going to put that on the front of the drawer. One, it's going to tell me what's inside of the drawer, but two, I'm going to be able to tell which part of my room has been organized and what still needs to be done. And another thing that I can use that little thermal printer for is my digital files. I can just print and then just put it easily on, easier on each file folder so that I can know easily what everything is. I still haven't quite finished that yet. I was waiting for that printer. But I can tell you the digital files with the file folding cabinets and all the file folders, it is working. Another thing I'm going to do is on the outside of it, I'm going to put like A to, I don't know, E, so I know that all the files, that if it's Acorn, it's going to be in there. Or if it's Halloween, then it'll be under F to, whatever. So then I'm not opening the drawers, because now I have 4 drawers. So I'm not opening and shutting the drawers all the time. And that second file folder cabinet, I paid $20. No, I paid $10 for it. And then I purchased file folders and sort of like the guts so that they can, it's like file folder hangers, but it's like the metal part so that the folders can hang on it. I paid $10 for a set of two because when I opened that file foldering cabinet, it was empty. So there was no way to hang the folders. So between the two things, it cost me $20 and I got this awesome place to store all my digital files. Is it pretty? No, it could probably use a paint job, but for now it's good enough. Maybe someday if I, end up with lots of time, then I'm going to do that. So the first thing I took out was, I believe it's my Echo Park, all my collections. And I'm kind of going through and seeing, if I can find the collection and put it in the back. And I can tell you, there is some sticker sheets left over and I couldn't find the collection. Now, is it possible that I used up all the pattern papers and that's why it's not there? Very possible. But the second time around, I was a little smarter. I was just kind of taking the collection, putting the sticker sheet over top and putting it to the side. And then I brought everything in and then put the sticker on the back. I kind of sped that up here, or this video would have been like 40 minutes. Like I said, it did take me quite a long time, probably over an hour. It's probably an hour and 15, 20 minutes to get that done, but now it is done. So the next thing I wanted to do, because I got that first drawer cleaned out last week, I'm like, I need to clean out that other drawer. So in that drawer, I have 4 long containers. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to take everything out. I'm going to clean out those drawers. I'm going to clean out the big drawer. And then I'm going to reorganize everything. Now, when I, had this organized at first, I had 3 of those containers that were for those roller stamps. And I'm like, why? Why did I use up 3 of them for those roller stamps? You're going to see I'm going to fit them all in one and a little bit. And at first I put them like one behind the other, and that works so okay. One thing I'm doing is I'm going through it. I put the 2 date ones together, and then I'm putting all the Amy Tangerine together, all the Dear Lizzie, all the Chanel. But then I thought one behind the other, I take one, they all fall. So then as you see, I put them side by side like that. And I really like that. Now I can just take one out that I want and then I can put it back. And then 3 of them didn't fit in that first one, so it fits in the second one. I end up putting little tools in one, my rubber erasers, and then I have some of my needles that I use to unclog my glue bottles. And then I was like, you know what? That first drawer was pretty full. So I'm going to go fish some of that stuff out and I'm going to put it in this one because it's not as full. So it's going to help out with that first drawer. And then the markers that are kind of laying on the side in the first drawer, I'm going to end up moving those because I found they were a pain in the butt because every time I open the drawer, I have to move them. So I end up putting those in another drawer, and I really like that. Now I open that drawer and I'm like, I can see everything and everything has a place. And then I thought, you know what? Instead of going on to something else, I just wanted to get another drawer done because these are the drawers that are, I have 3 on one side, like on my right side, and I have 3 on the left side. And so those are the ones that I access all the time, like all the time. And it is complete chaos and I hate it. And now that I've done this, it feels so good. Like I have, 1, 2, 3 of the 6 drawers done. So I am feeling good about that. So probably this week I'll probably do another drawer, and then next week I'll do the last 2, and then the 6 drawers that are right beside me are going to be completely organized, and when I look for something, it's going to be so much easier. Now that triangle thing that I was just playing with there. Those were highlighters and they were all dried up. So I chucked that out. Now in this container here, it looks like tools like to punch out stuff. I don't know where the original tool is. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I didn't spend too much time, but I had these little containers and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put all those little tools all in there together, and then they're not going to be all over the place. I have 2 square containers where I put a lot of like my water brushes, and in another one I put all my tools for mixed media, and then the one next to that is a lot of cutting tools. So everything has a spot, and I think that's sort of like the motto for everything, right? Everything has a spot. And if I didn't find it went with this, for example, a lot of roller things like for the glue, I don't use those a lot anymore. So I have another spot where I keep those because I use my ATG gun. So I didn't want to throw them out yet. So I just went and put them where they belong. I like to keep hand cream in my craft room, but I found another spot for that. I didn't want it in there. I had these 2 big clips and I was trying to figure out where I could put them. I tried to put them in that container, but no, I didn't like that. So do you know where I put it? I have 2 big lights that are over my desk and I just clipped them on there. So now when I need them, they're just clipped on the fabric of that, and then they're out of the way and I'll know exactly where they are. And I thought today I would share a little bit of journaling because I was not a very good girl. I think 3 weeks went by that I didn't do any journaling. Now I have to say, 1 week I was super, super busy because we were going away on vacation for 10 days. And so I had to get all my stuff done for Patreon, all my stuff done for YouTube. Plus I was still watching the baby. And, I like to make stuff when we go away on vacation. So I made zucchini carrot bread. Oh my gosh, I got to share that recipe with you guys. Mason, Dave, and I even, like, I had the first piece and I said, guys, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. Like, this is so good. And then Mason had a piece and I was editing videos. He comes in the room and he goes, Mammy, I'm taking them home. You just lost them because I had made 2. I'm taking them home. You can't have them anymore. I said, well, there probably won't be any left by the time we come back from camping, but they are so good. So I'll have to make sure to share that recipe with you guys. I have so many zucchinis. I have 2 more zucchinis that are huge that I have to process. And what I'm doing is I'm freezing them in 1 cup portion so that I can make muffins and carrot bread and zucchini bread, zucchini muffins. I like zucchini and carrot. What a combo. Love it. But I thought, you know what? You need to spend about half an hour and you need to journal on at least 10 layouts. I was just pointing there. I lost a photo. I don't know where it is. So I'll have to make sure to add a photo on this. But I did end up journaling on 10 layouts, and you're going to see a page that I started to journal on, like, I think the very first time that I started, doing some journaling on my layouts. And it's the agenda of our trip. And it still wasn't done. And it's because I didn't know where we were, like day 5 to day 10 or something, like exactly what we did. And I'm like, well, girl, you're going to see, I'm going to turn off the video. And then I'm like, just skip those days and then just get it done. And then once you turn the video off, just look at the days and see where you've been. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. But I'm really enjoying even the journaling, So what I do is on Sundays, there's the page. On Sundays, I will pick 10 to 15 layouts. And then during the week, I try to find snippets of time, like 10, 15 minutes of time. Or what I like in this case, on a Saturday, I make sure that I take the entire half an hour and just do my journaling. And what I'm doing is I'm picking the layouts from, there's a piece of furniture that I have up against the wall, and there must be about 70, oh, more than that. There must be 250 layouts there, just stacked one on top of the other. So my priority is to do those first, so that way they can go into albums, and it's gonna, clear up 12 inches of space on that counter, and I need all the space, right? And I think that is my main motivator. One, things like that photo falling off, or titles. Even though they're stacked one on top of the other, things still happens to the layout, and then you end up with, losing embellishments, losing photos. So it's better if they're an album and nice and safe. I noticed that I had skipped a day. So, I mean, it's not my favorite to put white out, but I didn't have a choice. It was all wrong. So I just fixed it, just gonna live with it. But that's it. That's gonna end this Organize with me. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.